preparation different in a back-to-back setting like this than maybe just a regular flow of a couple of weeks of games like those?
Yeah, just it's for whoever the scout coach is. It's really nice because it's just making adjustments from the other night. So yeah, I mean Vegas is a great team. You got to find ways to on the defensive end change things up just a little bit for us. I mean we went in at half at 41, which I thought was really good for us against Vegas. If we could just put the ball in the hole, it would have helped out a little bit. And I think if we also are able to put the ball in the hole, it helps out on that other end as well.
Your success is so much predicated on pace and defense. When both of those are kind of a struggle, then what's kind of that plan C, plan D?
Yeah, you just have to execute, take care of the basketball, make sure that we're getting good shots and not try to catch back up. Always going to look to push. Like pace is number one, but then as things slow down, like towards the end of a game, we've got to be able to get stops and then execute.
Christie, something we kind of wondered about just from our observing the game the other night, and I've seen people talking about it online, which I'm not going to keep asking you questions about social media. But was Caitlin at all sick, or was there something going on? When she left, she went back and came back. Was there anything at all?
Yeah, no, I think she just needed a bathroom break and came back, and she no.
Okay, just wanted to check. Thank you.
A'ja Wilson, we see it when you go back and you watch the tape and you analyze that. Just why and how and what makes her such a challenge to defend.
Yeah, I mean, she's just looking to attack all the time, and now she's able to hit that high post jumper, even step out. They're running inverted actions for her where they're putting her in staggers, putting her in pin downs. So that's different for a post to have to guard those actions. So she's so talented, and she just makes it really hard in whatever actions they put her in for us to guard. Hopefully we'll be able to slow her down a little bit, but we can't let those players that that come off the bench have the success that they had like they did the other night.
Is there any benefit at all to having had a game like the other night and then having a chance to come right back at them again on your home court?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, we're trying to make this as playoff feel as possible because we've got to get a win. Like when we get into those playoffs, none of these guys have ever experienced that before. We've got to make sure that we get a win so we can get home for that game 3.
You've talked a lot about this team understanding each other more, building that chemistry, but throughout the last few months, how important has it been also for them to kind of mesh their playing styles together and make those more basketball adjustments, like Aaliyah changing her game a little bit and Kelsey playing a little bit differently maybe than she had in previous years?
Yeah, I think as time keeps going, they're just going to keep learning new things about each other, figuring things out. Some things that are really good for us and helps us be successful. They start doing those things a little bit more. You hear them talking about it. Some of the different screening actions that we have. So it's I keep saying it, and it's a process, and it's going to be an offensive. That cohesion is such a process. It just keeps getting better as we keep playing and having success with what we're trying to do.
Do you feel like that the physicality that was shown by them was representative of the playoffs, like you keep talking about?
100%. I mean, that game was so physical the other night. I think there was, I think they let us play a lot for both of us. I do think there was some. Caitlin and Kelsey were constantly being, the freedom of movement needs to be just kind of looked at a little bit. I think they were being guarded a little harder than they need to be, not letting them get to where they, from point A to point B. So, we talked about that. But yeah, I mean, this is playoff basketball, and they're one of the best teams in the league. So they were really physical, and we've got to be able to adjust to that and handle that, and also be aggressive back.
What has been your message to those reserves like Erica, Katie Lou? Hey, we don't know when we need you, but we're going to need you here soon.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely need these guys, even down that bench, just because, we've got to have legs once the playoffs come, and we've got to make sure that we're rested and ready to go come next Sunday. We're trying to win games.
Right.
We want to keep that momentum going, but just need to be ready to go, whoever that is.